The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
Today's video is brought to you by me, Jeff Hicks, and my new book, Titson Art. Titson Art, or TNA, is my new annual project. It's a big 11x17 full-color book busting out with beautiful women and beautiful art. Sign-ups are live now, and the campaign begins on September 9th. It's only live for 30 days, so I can guarantee delivery by Christmas. Sign up today, link in the description below. After the success of last week, I went back to the retail stores to see what else I could find, and I found a new, more interesting story than that of last week. Again, it's the tale of something brand new and something cheap at clearance, but this time there's a bigger twist, something that even Disney themselves never saw coming. So here we are at Ollies, Good Stuff Cheap, where I have a Force Awakens Millennium Falcon, which means this is a 7-year-old toy. This thing came out in September of 2015, and people haven't bought it since then. Now, this isn't some rare gem that a collector's gonna be eating up. No, it's just a holdover from a crappy Millennium Falcon. This was when Hasbro really tried to cut corners because Disney tried to stroke them for money with the Star Wars licensing. Speaking of another licensor that gets stroked regularly and not in a way they want, Marvel! Check out all these Spider-Man figures. Do me a favor, folks, if you can keep a count of all these, let me know in the comments section. Those who have the most believable numbers, you're gonna win a no prize. If you're a Marvel fan, you know exactly what that means. So we have pairs and dozens of Captain Americas, Iron Mans, Spider-Mans, but there's more, folks. There's a lot more. So let's see who else we have over here. We have, the Black Panther. He's got a new movie coming out, perfect for clearance. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, you deserve to be here, you blow. But we have multicolored, was that stealth armor Iron Man? More Iron Mans than you can shake a shell head at. Ugh, too much Iron Man. Speaking of too much, look at all these damn Millennium Falcons. There's just so many. There's Rey and Finn, a match made in hell. So folks, if you played Disney Infinity 3.0, welcome to all 5 of you on the planet. That game was underperformer for a reason. Now let's look at a fancy store buyout. Now I never considered Walmart or other stores that fancy, but compared to Ollie's, well, Walmart is a fancy store. And so what does the fancy store carry? Jurassic World and Baby Yoda. Now pay attention, folks, because we're gonna check back in with Baby Yoda towards the end of this video for something that caught my eye in the editing process. I had to go back and change a lot because this is a big deal. You don't wanna miss it. But for now, just revel in the cuteness that is Grogu, Baby Yoda, the child, l'enfant, whatever you wanna call him. Just enjoy him for now. Are you hungry for some bacon? Well, good. Here's Pumbaa in this Lion King thing. It's a pass. It's a Pumbaa puzzle. Feed Pumbaa. What else would you do? Here we go. Another, person. Captain Marvel. Yay, it's Captain Marvel. And she's next to He-Man, which means He-Man is a huge hit. Remember Netflix season, whatever you want to call it, last season, folks? Everyone was all up in arms in He-Man? Well, he's at the discount store for a reason. Right next to Captain Marvel. Let's see, there's more Captain Marvels up here. Now, it is required by law to limit your Brie Larson output, so Ollie's is actually up to snuff on that one. War Machine, Captain America. Captain America is here. This hurts. He's a symbol of greatness. Speaking of another symbol of greatness, Lando Calrissian. There's a shitload of Landos. Let's find out how many. Today's video is brought to you by me, Jeff Hicks, and my new book, Titson Art. Titson Art, or TNA, is my new annual project. It's a big 11x17 full-color book busting out with beautiful women and beautiful art. Sign-ups are live now, and the campaign begins on September 9th. It's only live for 30 days, so I can guarantee delivery by Christmas. Sign up today, link in the description below. Now this should look familiar to longtime viewers, but stay tuned. You'll be surprised what's going to happen next. General Lando Calrissian deserves better, folks. This is more of a funeral than anything for Lando. No, not really. Lando lives on forever in our hearts, minds, and toy shelves. Discount or not. And there's a lot of Lando. You're up to your dick in Lando here. People like to say, oh, I'm waist deep in this. Well, you're dick deep in Lando. Don't say that. This isn't Donald Glover. The Dong Lover, if you will. But this is sad. Now, if it looks familiar, it should remind you of something like this. And if you enjoyed that, let's see it again. Rest in peace, Rose Tico. Rest in pieces. Speaking of pieces of shit, Solo a Star Wars story with more playsets that kids don't want. Alden Ehrenreich, you weren't the real Han Solo. Speaking of the real, here's the real deal. It's Wenwu! Folks, look, it's Wenwu, my favorite character from ShangChi. Not ShangChi himself, because nobody likes the hero. Actually, I like nobody from the film. But let's see this ShangChi figure in action. He's an action figure after all, right? And he can spin his staff when you squeeze his legs. That sounds way dirty. That's why this toy failed. I'm not gonna play with you anymore, you pervert. Ah! Gameverse figures. First off, we have Miss Marvel. Well, after that, we have Miss Marvel. After that figure, we have Miss Marvel. After that, we have Miss Marvel. After her, we have Miss Marvel. Come on, Hulk. Come on, Hulk. Ah, Miss Marvel. How stunning and brave. Hopefully, we have another wonderful figure next. We have Miss Marvel. Oh my God, and Miss Marvel. Her show is so amazing. There's a reason why no one watched this shit. Is there anything else on this fucking peg? Oh, Miss Marvel! Ugh, I'm out of here. God, look at all these Miss Marvels. There's even one down here. This is an entire stack of Marvel. I almost missed this on the way out. We have Thor. We have Captain America. That is the Iron Patriot. We have Spider-Man. Real brands, real bargains. This is real sad to see Spider-Man here. Iron Man, a spider armor. Man, these were supposed to be the biggest of the big. Oh well. The mighty do fall eventually. Right into the lap of Ollies. Good stuff cheap. Now I stepped across the street to one of those fancy stores, aka Walmart, just to show you guys this. Lando. This is the same day, just across the street, same time of day. You know, minus the time it took me to get from one place to the other. But Lando's $24.99 here, and he's a whopping $9.99 over there. And look, I found Rey as part of the Skywalker saga. You ain't part of the family. Neither is Baby Yoda, but he's the face of Star Wars right now. For now. Just searching through the clearance to make sure we're safe from the Eternals. Yep, we found them, folks. For $49.99, you can get this Lego set, which features 4 Eternals, a giant robot, and a pterodactyl. And you can pay a whopping $40. Wait, for $49. What's the price? How about this, folks? You take the difference, you divide that in half, and you pay $4.50. That's what I think this set is worth. Flying into the sun. Now our cute friend Baby Yoda is back, and this is where I want you guys to start paying close attention. So, this is Walmart, the same Walmart that I found Lando at, across the street from that Ollie's that had mountains of Lando, but that Ollie's also had Baby Yoda. Now, there's a lot of Baby Yoda, and you're probably thinking, yeah, Baby Yoda's so popular, of course there's going to be Baby Yoda everywhere. But if you go to our footage from last week, you can see that Baby Yoda is really popular over at the discount chains, but there's a difference. This is last year's model of Baby Yoda, and the one at Walmart is this year's model. But it's not just at Walmart that you find the new model. If we jump back to Ollie's from the beginning, we see, again, Baby Yoda, but this box says Grogu. The other one says the child or the infant. This is the 2021 model at clearance at Walmart at the same time. In the other clearance stores, they have the old model, stacked sky high. Same toy, different box, different release. So, Baby Yoda, popular or not? You decide. But Baby Yoda's gonna be around for a long time at this rate. I'm really curious to see what Mandalorian Season 3 gives us. It's gonna be a ride. So Baby Yoda is clearly gonna be around for a minute, but there's a bigger story here, folks. Poor Lando. Man, he never came back from Jabba the Hutt's palace. He's probably never going to come back from Ollie's either. A lot of these things, a lot of these brands won't rebound. In the future, a lot of these shows have transformed from movie brands to streaming brands. So you'll find She-Hulk on TV, you'll find smaller tier characters on TV, and you will not even find the bigger characters even around anymore. Which is weird, because they're not on TV, they're not on the toy shelves, they're just talked about, and we're supposed to get excited for the ghosts of Captain America, Iron Man, and such. It's going to be an interesting Christmas this year. You can't get a lot of Marvel heroes out there, and the ones you can find aren't necessarily the A-list. But I want to know what you guys think about this. Tell me down in the comments Thanks for watching today's video. Yes, it's over, but don't cry because there's more, a lot more from World Class Bullshitters. And there's only one way to get it. Hit that subscribe button below. When you do that, you'll get notifications and updates from World Class Bullshitters every time we go live. Basically, you won't miss anything. And if there's one thing I hate, it's FOMO. But the thing most people hate more than FOMO is fear of missing out on World Class Bullshitters, because there's just some things you can't undo. So folks, do yourselves a favor and never miss anything from World Class Bullshitters. One last thing before you go, hit the thumbs up button. Not for our egos, no, they're big enough as this, but it does help us fight the algorithm here, and well, it's man versus machine, and that's the real fight. But if that's not your battle, that's okay. There's one last way you can help WCBS, and that's going over to shopwcbs.com, picking up a t-shirt, a beer glass, a sweatshirt, a poster, all sorts of ways to back WCBS. The difference between us and other YouTube channels is I'm the artist that makes all this stuff, so if you enjoy art beyond t-shirts, you can even read our comic books. We got it all. We're called the epitome of pop culture for a reason, and no, again, it's not for our egos. So folks, make sure you're involved with every aspect of World Class Bullshitters, not just for us, but do it for yourself. We're making the change in entertainment everybody out there wants to see. And a special thank you goes out to all of our wonderful patrons who make this content possible. Go to patreon.com/worldclassbs to get involved and help out the channel.